You've been on the show before. You were here promoting Apollo 13 once. You came on the program, and I think I really helped that picture out with getting the word out.
So you're key to every marketing strategy in Hollywood, Conan.
I really. You also you were very much involved in the From the Earth to the Moon series on
yes,
HBO.
For HBO. Yes.
When did this passion for space begin? Were you passionate about this when you were young?
Well, yeah, I was, because I just thought it was very, very cool and glamorous to do things like go into outer space and like do a spacewalk. So much so. We had now on the West Coast we had these things called doughboy pools. You'd call them an above ground pool here on the East Coast, but Doughboy made them. So there was always like it's aluminum with a liner in it. You fill it up with water, and about 3 weeks later the bugs start growing in it. But for 3 weeks you could actually swim in it like it's a swimming pool. So I would go out and have my own simulated spacewalks in the Doughboy pool.
How does that work?
Well, what you do, you wear baggy shorts, cutoffs, and you put a brick right in the back of your butt. So that will hold you on the bottom of the pool, but all your limbs will then float up like this. And in order to breathe, you get a garden hose, and you put it over the side, and you stick the garden hose in your mouth. And then I would wear a pair of, like, literally, you get them from, like, Ben Frank's that cost, like, 99-cent swimming goggles that was essentially hard rubber with a plate of plastic on it. So I sit there, and under 3 feet, the pressure actually pushes out against your face. So I'd be down there with this thing on my face and a garden hose in my mouth, and I would be pretending to walk in space. Now, it works great.
You know, there's a word for that guy.
Well,
knothead.
Knothead, yeah. It always worked great till it was time for dinner, because my mom would say, "Oh, Larry, go out and get your brother out of the pool, off his spacewalk. It's time for dinner." And he would go out there and essentially get the garden hose and put a crimp in it. So I'm down there like that all the time. And it is very hard to get a brick out of your pants when you're fighting for your life on the bottom of a 3-foot swimming pool.
That would be the worst. If God forbid something happened to you, that'd be the most embarrassing way to go.
It would be bad, but what a hilarious little snippet of newspaper you'd have to put on. Hey, we see this from the Red Bluff Daily News. Child drowns with brick in bottom of pants. And I can't tell you
That would be a Jay Leno clip he'd show on his show.
I think,
look, he got a brick in his pants.
And but I can't tell you how many hours I spent at the bottom of the pool like that. I think I actually took like comic books in there and just sit there and float and read them, because I just love the free fall of the zero gravity.
Sure. Now, were you into science fiction? Did you like, for example, did you like Star Trek?
Oh yeah, I set the clock by Star Trek. That was on at 6 o'clock on Channel 2. In Oakland, and yeah, I much like like when you meet say like the Beatles, or you meet when you get famous, you meet like the baseball team, you like sort of collect the moments when you meet all the people. Yeah, it's a big deal. And I've met I saw Jimmy Doohan, who played Scotty. Thank you very much. I saw him in a play in San Francisco in 1975. He was in a play called The Trial of James McNeill Whistler. And we're actually in the audience going, "You think he has a tricorder in his dressing room?" It's an actor up there. But I met Leonard Nimoy, and I've worked with Bill Shatner for some Shakespeare benefits.
Now, Bill Shatner takes some heat sometimes from the other, Star Trek, or from the Trekkies. Sometimes they think it's all gone to his head, or that he's difficult.
Dude, he played James Kirk.
Yeah.
He was the captain of the Starship Enterprise.
He was the captain.
All right? I mean, I didn't see Sulu down on that planet making a cannon out of bamboo to kill that dinosaur guy. That was James Kirk.
Yeah.
You didn't see like Chekhov like outwitting the gamesters of Triskelion. That was James Tiberius Kirk, who was in fact the narrator of the whole show.
You're right.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
I stand corrected.
What? Can you imagine if Bones McCoy had narrated that show? I'm just a simple country doctor.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Here I am with my life forms and my little whirling salt shaker that tells me what's wrong with people.
Now, did you ever meet Sulu? Did you meet Sulu?
I don't think I've ever met
George Takei?
George Takei.
I met
Very
George Takei.
Really?
I talked to him on the phone.
Wouldn't you love to have his pipes?
I called him up
He's
because...
got a voice way down here.
He's got this,
cars, Captain.
he's got this voice right here.
I'd love to have
he talks like that. And I called him up because we wanted him to do a voice on The Simpsons, and I called him up, and he just was like, no, I'm not doing it. It makes fun of monorails, and I'm in charge of transportation in San Francisco, so screw yourself. And then hung up. I couldn't believe it. What the hell was that all about?
What? Well, you're such a big shot, everybody's going to drop what they're doing and come do you a favor?
I know, this was 12 years ago, too.
Well, come on, man. The guy, sorry, he got a life while you're still in show business. What a shame, what a shame.
Everything I've said so far, wrong. I still have so much anger towards Sulu.
I know.
And I wanted to work it out using your valuable time. You've got
What?
things to do, international movie star, and I'm like, no, we got to talk about Sulu and how he screwed me.
Listen, I still got something about that guy with that big ear that's saying, come to Eden, brother. He still gives me the willies, man.
Come to
that
Eden.
Dude, don't say it, don't say it.
Yeah,
Gives
all
me
right.
bad dreams.
Oh, so suddenly you're too important to like that guy? All right, I'm sorry.
Turnabout is fair play.
Exactly.
Turnabout is fair play.